Israel claims it's offering a way out. Hamas insists it's a death trap. Dozens of fighters stranded in Rafah's tunnels. Martyrs or prisoners? Ceasefire fractures as battlefield politics decides who survives Gaza's underworld. Israel claims to have offered a surrender pathway to dozens of Hamas fighters believed to be trapped inside tunnel networks in eastern Rafah, an area now under full IDF control. The Times of Israel, citing a Channel 12 report that Israel conveyed a proposal through mediating countries. According to the report, Hamas operatives, who have been stuck in the tunnels for weeks, would be allowed to emerge if they surrender and accept transfer to Israeli prisons. The proposal stipulates that fighters could later become eligible for release and relocation to the Hamas-controlled western half of Gaza, but only if they pledge to disarm and not return to terrorism. As of the ceasefire beginning on 10th October, the eastern half of Gaza is controlled by Israel, while the western sector remains under Hamas. Since the proposal was sent, none of the trapped operatives have surrendered. Instead, Channel 12 reports repeated escape attempts, fighters emerging from tunnels to flee or attack IDF units. An Israeli official who is aware of the information told Channel 12.
We gave the terrorists in Rafah the option to live and to leave the tunnels. So far, they have not agreed to meet the conditions we set. It appears they have decided to become martyrs.
According to the IDF, at least 20 operatives have been killed in the past week, and 8 more captured after attempting to break out of tunnel shafts. On 26 November, the military said it killed 4 Palestinian gunmen and captured 2 operatives emerging inside Israel-controlled territory. A second, more detailed statement was issued by Hamas on its Telegram channel, accusing Israel of intentionally sabotaging mediation efforts and violating the ceasefire. Hamas stated that it had been working with various political leaderships and mediators to resolve the issue of the trapped fighters and secure their return home.
Over the past month, the movement has exerted significant efforts with various political leadership and mediators to resolve the issue of the fighters and facilitate their return to their homes, presenting specific ideas and mechanisms to address this problem. This was done in full communication with the mediators and the U.S. administration as one of the guarantors of the ceasefire agreement.
Hamas also accused Israel of violating the ceasefire through the pursuit, liquidation, and arrest of resistance fighters besieged in the tunnels of Rafah.
However, the occupation has sabotaged all these efforts, prioritizing the language of killing, criminality, pursuit, and arrest, undermining the efforts of mediators who worked extensively with various international parties to end the suffering of these heroic fighters.
This significant discrepancy reflects the lack of communication between Hamas leadership and its isolated fighters inside the tunnels. Hamas previously notified mediators that it was ready to withdraw its remaining forces from the Yellow Zone areas under Israeli control to other parts of Gaza. Both Israel and the United States rejected the idea. The issue remains the most contentious sticking point in negotiations. The stalemate is unfolding as discussions intensify over the second phase of President Trump's Gaza plan. Both Israel and the US insist that trapped Hamas operatives cannot be permitted to reposition themselves under a ceasefire framework.